Hello, life path number 5. Welcome to your January 2020 tarot reading for your life path number. I'm Healing Hands and I'm here to do your tarot reading and hoping that we can find some answers or figure out what challenges will be presenting itself to you this month or the next month, or whenever you're tuning in or reading this message might be the perfect timing for you, because these are timeless readings. And life path number 5, you guys are the freedom seeker. All right, you're all about your freedom. 5 is a number of adventure, sensuality. It's a number of travel. It's a number of like senses. You like to enjoy things. You like to sense everything. Use all your 5 senses, your human senses, to enjoy life. And 5 is also about change. It's about innovation. It's a number for risk taking. So you do have a lot of challenges that presents itself to you, a lot of conflict. And you guys know, because you're freedom seekers, you like your freedom, anything, or if you find yourself in any situation where you're held back from being free to roam around, free to move around, free to have fun, free to express your spirit of adventure, or make all the changes that you feel like you need in your life. When challenges are presented to you, you might find yourself struggling to balance that sense of freedom with the sense of obligation that you have. Less constriction and more variety will help you achieve your goals. Do not scatter your energies. The freedom you seek must be pursued with control and focus. So that's the main challenge for a life path number 5, being able to balance that need for freedom with the need for stability. All right, so because if you love freedom, how are you going to maintain a stable structure, a stable life? So that's gonna be a constant challenge for you guys. So let's dive into your tarot and see what we pick up for this month. First card says the thinking woman. So this talks about the need for analysis. Maybe you're dealing with a woman and who is supposed to make a decision about you, or make a decision about something in your life, or you might be thinking about a particular woman and needing to make a decision about that woman. But this is number 47, which equal 11, and 11 is a master number. So you might be dealing with somebody who has a master number 11 or not. It doesn't have to be. Or somebody who has a master number 2, because 11 breaks down to 2. So but it doesn't have to be. 2 is usually a number of balance, partnership, diplomacy, seeing the contrast, and is a number of polarity. It's also a number of like opposites balancing 2 extremes, like we talked about earlier on, about your life path number 5 needing to always balance. So this message is very apt for whatever it is that is going to be coming your way this month. Next card we have says 4 of Ariel, and it says, when you give, you also receive, being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend your money. All right, so guys, some of you might be holding back and resisting whatever change. Like your number is a number of change, so you're always going to be faced with different things happening, and the need for you to be flexible in adapting to those changes and making the best of whatever changes are presenting themselves, or whatever challenges or conflicts are presenting themselves to you. You have to be in a position of being able to balance those out. So some of you might be resisting some type of change in your life, and some of you might be holding tight to your money, or holding tight to your emotions, or holding tight to something that is you're supposed to let go, to be free with. Maybe being free with your money in a particular scenario, but there's something that you're not very receptive towards in January. Okay, is what I'm picking up. And the next card is the 5 of Cups, which talks about melancholy, You feel depressed as you focus on the negative, recognize the positive aspects, and you feel better. Five of Cups talks about somebody who focuses on the loss and not seeing the, the hope in the situation, and not seeing that the sun is radiating or shining on some other options. Somebody who has refused to look at the options, other options that are presented to them, other things that are before them, but rather concentrating and beating themselves up about something that was lost, that may be causing you to hold back on love, or on your emotion, or even your money. And it might be related to a woman. I won't be surprised. Women women are usually at the root of most things, right, guys? Okay, so next card is the High Priestess of Earth. So it talks about being grounded, having connectivity to nature, having connectivity to your creative side, having connectivity to a higher power. Okay, so it looks to me like this month you are going to need to ground yourself, and you're going to need to recognize that there's no need for you to be stingy with your money in a situation that you don't need to be, and for you to realize and understand that there is abundance for you that you're probably not paying attention to. You're rather focusing on, if I give this, I might not have this, but forgetting that when you give, you receive. All right. So there's a light being shined on your ability to connect, spiritually, or, outside of your 3D or your human body experience, and connect with your higher self and tap into that energy of groundedness in order to be able to be flexible enough to accept the changes that are being presented to you, because these changes, from what I'm being told, is for your higher good and the highest good of everybody involved in this situation. So the resistance might be also holding you back from receiving what is due to you. Next card is the Ace of Swords. So this talks about mental clarity. This talks about the truth being revealed. This talks about you now finally having an epiphany, all right? And being able to connect with something higher to obtain the truth that you need in a particular situation, in order to be able to make a very decisive decision in your life. Next card says a long way. So when I see a long way, I feel like some of you have traveled a long way to get to where you're at. All right. You have diligently worked, and you're finally at the point of receiving. It's been a long road. It's been a long journey, but you're still standing strong. All right. It's not a time to give up in whatever this situation is. It's a time for you to realize that you do have external help. You do have connectivity if you choose to use it for yourself in this month. When the challenges present itself or present themselves. All right, you do have King of Pentacles, the ability for you to create money, material wealth, for whatever it is that you've put in all this hard work. You're ready to receive whatever, rewards will be coming from this, and it will be coming because you do have the mental clarity and understanding of something that is greater than you being involved in this situation, and it's not really within your control. It's outside of your control, and it's up to something greater than you to manifest this. You've done everything that you can do in this situation. Next card says spirituality. Like, there's a need for connectivity for a lot of you. All right. There's a need for you to connect something greater than you. Okay. So the number here, let's look at the numbers and synchronicities that we've picked up so far. We've picked up number 3, which is a number of creativity, is a number of art, imagination. It's a number of having fun. It's a number of communication, self-expression. So there might be need for somebody to communicate something, but I'm looking at this as more of a subconscious level type of communication. And We do have an ace, a 1. We do have a 5. Okay, so we have a 3, then we have a 5. And 5 is a number of adventure, a number of change, or a life path number 5. So I'm not surprised. So you do have 4. So you have 3, 4, 5. And you do have a 6. This is a 3, 3. Oh, 3, 5. This is an 8. So let's keep this here. So there's the 5. Let's see if we have a 6. You do have 7, 7, which is a 14, which breaks down to a 5. Still talking about life path number 5. So 555 might be very significant for you in the month of January. And, you know, you might want to go 555. Meaning, or, you know, numerological meaning of number 555. It might be something for you to Google. But when we do see 555, what it talks about is that there's a huge change that you're up against, all right? And that for you to trust that the transition is for your highest good. Prepare for massive shifts. Things are getting exciting. Guys, I can't make this up. All right, there's a change that you are resisting, and the change is for your higher good, or the highest good of everybody involved. Okay, so that's number 6. Then we do have the 7, 7, which we talked about spirituality, 14 and 5, and then number 11, number 2. So which means you actually do have a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. Then you have a 6 and a 7. Guys, there is a huge change, huge next level progression for you, that if you accept this change and you are able to navigate your path this month, and smoothly transition yourself and accept this change, I see it propelling you from like a 2 to a 7, like boom. Okay, you're going to feel that sudden shift in your situation. It might be your relationship, it might be your work situation, it might be your family situation, but there will be a huge shift in whatever this situation is. This month you will see a dynamic movement, all right, forward, positive movement. Next card, you have networker, and it says when this card comes up, it's talking about it enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. And the shadow side says convey is information only for personal gain, spread fear and falsehood. So you need to watch out this month for people in your environment that might be providing you with false information, that might be withholding information, or it might be you doing it, since we did pick up the 4 of cups, which talked about withholding, somebody holding back something. So you might be holding back on something, and whatever this thing is that you're holding back on and resisting it is holding you back, basically. All right, next card is the 3 of Swords, which talks about heartbreak. It talks about pain. It talks about the need to heal. It talks about our need for acceptance of whatever changes are being presented to us, and for us to transmute that energy and balance it out effectively in our life. Whatever this is that is been going on, that is presenting itself to you, it's something that has been giving you a lot of heartache, but you are the one holding yourself back. All right, as soon as you can understand that decision that you need to make, all right, it requires you not holding yourself back, not holding back, but being honest, being truthful, being transparent, and presenting facts, things the way that they are, and not sugarcoating, and just being in the straight and narrow lane is going to get you this. Decisions that you need to make that seem to be heartbreaking, seems to be difficult and hard, is actually going to help propel you forward. Next card we have is 5 of Action, and it says your angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self-confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. You have the right to excuse yourself from those who bring drama into your life. Okay, so guys, here you go again. They're telling you now that whatever this challenge is, all right, is for your greater good, is to bring out the assertiveness and the self-confidence that you have inside you, something that you're scared about, and might be have been causing you some kind of heartache, or maybe sleepless nights, or tough call. All right, but whatever this is, be willing to stand up for yourself, defend your right, be honest in this situation. And if you feel like whatever decision it is putting more than necessary pressure on you, it's okay for you to let it go and walk away. But whatever decision you make, I feel like you will be making the right one in January or February, whenever this presents itself to you. All right, guys, this is a very nice reading. Let's close it out with an Archangel Michael prayer. If you want to say the prayer after me, detach from the situation. See, it's repeating or confirming again what it said in 5 of Action, talking about remove yourself. If the situation is causing you heartaches and sleepless nights, it's not worth it. All right. So maybe when you detach is when things will now start moving forward. Maybe that's a decision that you're needing to make this month of detachment. But let's say the prayers. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama, so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. There is an allusion again to fear. All right. So, and people causing drama in your life. So I guess that is what you'll be facing this month, and you being able to network and resolve the situation, and be able to tap into your spirituality, or like your sense of belief, and to recognize all things that are options that you have that will be better options in the situation, and not be rigid in not making the decision that you need to make, and acting out of fear, but for you to realize that you do have something greater that is in front of you, that only fear will be holding you back. Now, some of you, this reading might be for a female who is thinking a lot, who has a lot, to think about, or it might be about a woman, or it doesn't have to be. But whatever this is has put you a lot in your mind, and it might be time for you to let it go, to just close it out and move on to something that is definitely destined to happen, or destined for you in this lifetime. All right, guys, thank you so much. Happy New Year and happy new decade. And thank you so much for being such great fans and for coming back. For my new viewers, thank you so much for joining. I hope you click the subscribe button and get notification when I do post a new video. That said, guys, I will come your way again next month for another tarot reading for life path number 5. With that said, it's bye from Healing Hands.